Hey guys, it's Tony here at Gamefreak blog again, bringing you another video, and in today's video it's a Gamefreak favourite. It is the 1990s game Aliens by Konami, released in 1990, on the nose basically. It's one of my all-time favourite arcade games. I can remember this very fondly from being a young wee chappy, skiving off school, popping into the arcade and sticking my dinner money in it. It's just one of those games that just captures like a bit of time for me. It just really reminds me of my childhood and getting into video games. I do know a few people that aren't actually that big a fan of the game because of the huge artistic license that it takes, and I've got to kind of agree with them. It does take artistic license, but it is a kind of video game. You can't really expect things to run through the film because you're just going to have like loads of hours of dialogue and everything like that in it. They've got to keep it pretty much action-packed and everything. A few criticisms that I've heard about the game is just the kind of aliens that are in it. Some of the boss fights that you have are just a bit stupid. It seems like they've crammed them in there, and to be honest they have, but it would just get a bit lame just fighting the same kind of alien enemy all of the time. And the second criticism that I've heard levelled at it is Ripley actually has blonde hair. Now, for those of you who can't actually work this out for yourself, it's down for two reasons. The first reason is it's just down to the licensing of the game at the time. I believe Sigourney Weaver wouldn't give her license out to anything kind of like related, give her likeness out at the time. As you can see right here, I'm flashing up a little picture of the original arcade flyer, and you can see how that was marketed. She actually looks like a page 3 model or a penthouse pet or something like that, not the Ripley that we know and love. And everyone's saying that she's got blonde hair. Has Ripley dyed her hair blonde or anything like that? No, she didn't. It was quite simply a choice by Konami to make the sprite stand out even more. If she would have had black hair, she would have more or less blended into the background. You wouldn't have really been able to pick her out that well. Blonde hair is an aesthetic choice, just as Hicks, as you can see playing here, as ginger hair, and is obviously not in the film. So we're just going to dive straight in here. I'm just probably going to play through the first maybe level or two, maybe one or two levels, something like that. If you haven't seen it and you're an Aliens fan, you're in for a real treat. So let's just dive in here. The controls are really simple. It's just got your normal movement on the pad or the stick. You've got two button controls. One is stand up and shoot your smart gun, and the other puts you in a crouch position where you can shoot your smart gun or chuck grenades if you've been lucky enough to pick them up. Now, as you can kind of see here, you've got these like alien dog things that are kind of running towards you, and as soon as you kill them, they explode into the actual sprites of the alien here. So I'm going to go for the... I wanted the flame there. The flame is probably the best weapon you can have in the game. This missile launcher is a bit tasty as well, but for the level after this where you're kind of going through the air vents, the flame is a bit more useful. So let's pick up the flame. Three-way. Three-way's not that bad. As you can see, little Newt running around there. Again, one of the little artistic changes that they put in for this game is that Newt, she's not running around with a little dismembered head of a doll. She's running around with a bunny rabbit. Why not, eh? Attack patterns for the win here. Let's see if I can still remember this attack pattern from years ago. He shoots something out in a second. You just got to keep dodging his elongated neck. I'm not sure if it's when you blow his head off that it starts doing the thing. So I say it follows the film. It basically starts off with this little bit. Oh god, failed on the attack pattern is what you get for talking. Yeah, and there's the bits where you go in the air vent. There's a bit where you're kind of stuck in a escalator, which is quite a good level. It's pretty tense. You're in an escalator which is kind of descending down into the bowels of the complex, and you've got aliens ambushing you from left and right and jumping onto the top to try and break the strings of the escalator. A couple of the levels feature the APC, as you can see here, where you're kind of zooming towards your end goal. You can see the progress and the bar on the top of the screen. You've just got to get down to Newt at the end when she quite happily just runs away from you again. And so you've just got to rinse and repeat it through to like the next little section. In this level, you're more or less just shooting along here. You can press the crouch button to shoot the cannons on the front of the APC, but you only get about 3 bullets, so it's worth saving them for those blue kind of aliens that are jumping about. So you'll see a few of the bits of artistic license that they've actually kind of used here, where there's for some obscure reason there's zombies stuck in grates chucking grenades out at you. You know, it was one of my favourite parts of the film. So the best thing to do is just hold your finger on the button, basically. So here you go. Get flame. Oh, shite. Just as I picked up the flamer. Goes and died. Yeah, let's continue. We can't just leave it there. For some reason, I always tend to go up on this bit. Just dodges those zombie grenade chuckers here. Does get a bit frisky down at the bottom, but we can sort all that out by just charging through. Wait for the smoke to go. Now here's the escalator bit. I do like this bit. It is pretty tough, this bit. I mean, it's just basically put in there for coin guzzling, really. You can see the excuse me, escalator cables at the top, and you'll see whenever an alien manages to jump either into the lift here or onto the top, you'll see it kind of like react and take a hit there. And you basically need to try and get down to the bottom of the lift, or as far down as you can, without those snapping, because it will plummet. And if you're more or less a level up, I think you can survive it. I think you just take a block of energy loss. But if you're more than a few levels up, it just goes crashing down to the bottom, as you'd expect, and you die. But just the music and everything. I can remember the arcades that I used to play this in. It used to have this cranked up to the you could hear this over the top of all of the other arcade games in there. It was absolutely fantastic. These little dancing bastards up there. But yeah, it is one of my favourite Alien games. I think Aliens on the ZX Spectrum, Alien 3 on the SNES, this Alien trilogy. I mean, in fact, there's been quite a few decent Alien games. Of course, the Alien vs Predator game by Capcom, which you can see on my channel if you just go to the section of games on the right. If you look in the retro gaming, it should be in there. Ah, oh, see, there you go. Right, I want some flamer. I want some flamer. There we go. Just a beast of a weapon. Yeah, zombies with machine guns. That was, again, my favourite part of the film. Introduction of a boss there. Oh, of course, we're going to continue. So, as I said, you do get a lot of people slagging it off for just the artistic license that it takes. You know, all the different enemy types, the zombies chucking grenades, and admittedly, you know, it is a little bit crap, but you know, you're talking a 90s arcade game. It's the kind of thing that happened. I'm just basically glad that it came out, because it is one of my all-time classics. I mean, it is a lot better with 2 players if you can get someone else to pick up the pad and play along with you as Hicks. Those deadly dandelion throwing alien species there. Oh god! Come on! Crouching does seem to avoid those, but it's the alien, the actual boss itself. It just homes in on you. There's no real point in kind of doing any kind of strategic dodging, because you see there, just anywhere you go, it just kind of follows you around. Thank you. I'll just play a couple of minutes more, guys, because we're pretty much up to the 10-minute mark. But why not? That'll come in handy. Chest burster's not so handy. Oh, frig off. There's aliens and zombies on the floor. I think this is getting along to a part where there's a load of eggs coming along here. Oh no, the floor collapses. So stay to the top on this bit, because then you'll land on this top platform. You do not want to be down at the bottom here. Don't spawn me there. No, get up to the top. Get up to the top. You'll see in a moment it just becomes absolutely crazy, doesn't it? You'd think with a mega huge smart gun as well, you'd be blowing away these spiders in one hit. Oh, god damn it. Well, I'm going to die extremely quickly here, guys. You need to be up at the top in this bit. Look, forget all those spiders. It just become a real nightmare. And here we go to the power loader. This is going to be a good place to stop the video afterwards, just after I've minced all these. See, how can you not say that that bit's brilliant? Don't need any artistic license for that. But still, an alien can hit you with one hit. Animation's great on that one. The music as well, the soundtrack in the game, just everything about the game is fantastic. It's brilliant. I don't know what all you moaning about. Oh, F off. So guys, I'm just going to continue playing, but I'm going to end the video there. This has been Tony at Gamefreak blog with another Gamefreak favourites. It's Aliens arcade game by Konami. Hands down, one of my favourite games from back in the day. It's a brilliant, brilliant film tie-in. And I hope you've enjoyed the video as much as watching as I have been playing it. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Hope you're having a fantastic Saturday. I'll catch you later, guys. Take care.